As we all know, RAM prices are spiking, DDR5 kits are eating budgets alive. And everyone's telling you, just upgrade, just pay more, just deal with it. No, that's not how we do things around here. We just built an i7 13700KF system, ARC B580, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 1 terabyte NVMe, $833. And the whole thing is Intel. CPU, GPU, storage, full stack. I'm gonna show you exactly how we did it. Here's what's going on in the market right now. DDR5 prices are tough. New gen NVMe's prices are climbing with them. If you're building on a brand new platform, you're paying a premium and no way around it. LGA 1700 doesn't care though, because it can run on DDR4. And right now, DDR4 is flooding the secondary market. Craigslist, eBay, Facebook Marketplace. People are upgrading their platforms and offloading DDR4 kits left and right. That's an opportunity. That's what this channel is all about. The deals are there, you just have to know where to look. Remember, smart shopping beats big budgets every time. All right, let's walk through every single part, where I got it, what I paid, and why it belongs in this build. And as we go through this, keep an eye on something. The CPU, GPU, and NVMe are all Intel. Full Intel stack. Wasn't the plan from day one, the deals just lined up that way. Intel part number 1, and this is where the whole build starts. I found a 13700KF bundled with 32 gigs of DDR4 on Craigslist for 200 bucks. The guy was upgrading to a new platform and needed it gone. $200 for CPU and RAM together? That's the LGA 1700 DDR4 advantage in one single transaction. You can't manufacture that kind of value on a new platform. You find it. This is what the hunt looks like. The 13700KF is no joke either. 8 P cores, 8 E cores, 24 threads, no integrated graphics, which keeps the price down. And we don't need the iGPU anyway. Wait until you see what we got going in that GPU slot. The one non-Intel part in this build, the Asus B760M, new from Amazon, 108 bucks. And I want to spend a second on this board because it's doing more than it gets credit for. B760 chipset, DDR4 support, solid VRMs, Asus build quality, all the expected stuff. But here's what got me. PCI Gen 5 support on a $108 micro ATX board. That means when Gen 5 GPUs and NVMe drives come down in price, this board is already good. You're not locked into Gen 4. One non-Intel part, Asus, showed up. Intel part number 2, the Intel 665P. 1 terabyte NVMe off eBay for 87 bucks. An Intel drive going into an Intel CPU. It's all coming together. New Gen 4 NVMe prices have climbed right along with everything else. 87 bucks for a terabyte that performs perfectly for gaming is exactly the kind of call this platform is built around. Save your money, put it where it counts. Intel part number 3. This is the one, the ARC B580 Onix Lumi. New from Newegg, $312. This is what completes the full Intel stack. Intel CPU, Intel storage, Intel GPU. That's a sentence that wouldn't have meant much a few years ago. It means something now. The B580 has earned it. Solid 1080p, competitive 1440p, XeSS upscaling that actually works, and Intel keeps shipping driver updates that improve the experience. At $312, this GPU is the mid-range, and it's especially needed because it has 12 gigs of VRAM. But here's where it gets even better. This card came with a free game. I chose Battlefield 6. That's a $60 value. Factor that in, and you're effectively getting the B580 for $252. And we're gonna benchmark Battlefield 6 on this exact build. So you'll see exactly what you're getting out of the box the day you finish this. Our CPU cooler, I went with a 240mm AIO because it was the best cooling solution for this case and chip. Paying only $46 new off Amazon, that's a great price to performance for our cooling solution. The Thermaltake View 170 new off Amazon, 65 bucks. Full side tempered glass, ARGB white. Thermaltake View 170 TG ARGB. That's what we went with for the case, and we got it for $65 new off Amazon. Full side tempered glass, ARGB, it's white, with the white AIO, white GPU, and white RAM. This build has a full aesthetic going on. You can either commit to the theme or you don't. We definitely committed. Through that glass panel, it looks clean, really clean. Thermaltake 650 watts gonna round out this build. I got it for 15 bucks. As you all know, I've used them in past builds. If you're gonna buy a PSU off of Facebook Marketplace, just bring a tester, make sure you test it out, and you're gonna be fine. I've bought so many of these and never had a problem. I do know that there's a lot of power supply Nazis out there that have different opinions, to each their own. Like I said, just bring a tester and you should be good. 650 watts is plenty of headroom for the 13.7KF and the B580.
Supernova!
Sectors. Break their defenses and secure all territory. Move out.
All right, time to see what that $833 actually gets us. All benchmarks were done at 1080p and recorded using OBS on the system while benchmarking. This GPU can definitely handle 1440p as well. First up, we have Battlefield 6, the free game that came with the GPU. At high settings, with XeSS set to quality, we got an average of 90 frames. Black Ops 6, XeSS on with a medium preset, we got an average of 127 frames and a low of 107. Cyberpunk, ray tracing low preset, which sets details to high, and XeSS set to quality, we got an average of 107 frames with a low of 88. Fortnite, set to performance mode, we got an average of 350 frames. Marvel Rivals, XeSS set to quality on medium settings, we averaged 101 frames and a low of 79. Arc Raiders, XeSS set to quality, dynamic low ray tracing on medium settings, we got an average of 130 frames. That's the Intel stack doing work. CPU not bottlenecking the GPU, storage loading fast, all three playing nice together for $833. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that this was easy to put together. Finding a CPU and RAM bundle on Craigslist for 200 bucks? That takes some patience. It takes checking listings. It takes knowing what you're looking for before you go looking. The $15 PSU on Facebook Marketplace? That's the same thing. You have to be in the market to find those deals. But that's the whole point of this channel. We do the homework. We show you the playbook. So when you go hunting, and you should be hunting, you know exactly what a good deal looks like. The parts are out there. The value is out there. You just have to be willing to go find it. Build smart. I'm Bang for Buck Builds, and I'll see you in the next one.